Hello there and welcome to the courses that we offer here at STC. You are perhaps unsure which auditing course to choose, okay? And it is a big investment, so you want to make sure that you get the right qualification. I've got some guidance in this video for you. Let's take a look together. So the first question you want to ask yourself is, do you want to be a third-party auditor? If the answer is yes, that means you want to work for a certification body and go to various manufacturing sites and audit against your particular standard, be it the food, packaging, storage and distribution, agents or brokers or consumer products, BRC standards. All right, we primarily work with the BRC standards, so we'll focus on those in this video. If that's what you want to do, you want to work for a CB, certification body, let's look at the options. So what you need is these two things here. You need a lead auditor qualification and you need to be trained to the latest version of the standard. Okay, now, in terms of the 5-day lead auditor qualification, that can be against any standard. Literally, my original qualifications, lead auditor qualifications, was against ISO 13485 for medical devices. So I don't even have a lead auditor qualification for the BRC standard, but I do since teach the qualification, so that's fine. But when I was approved as an auditor, they were quite happy to accept my ISO 13485 lead auditor certificate. That's fine. But I did then need to attend a course specifically to the latest version of the various standards. All right, so that's this one right here. It's typically a 3-day course unless we recently have a new version of the standard. And I say recent, BRC offers the 2-day conversion courses only for 1 year following the publication of the standard. All right. I think it's actually 1 year following the date by which we start auditing against the new version of the standard. All right. So it's either the 3-day or the 2-day conversion course. But let's say that you don't have any 5-day lead auditor qualification at all, but you want to become a third-party auditor for the BRC standards. Well, then it makes sense to attend the BRC lead auditor course. All right, right from the start, you may as well get the BRC qualification, right? And if it's the food standard you want to audit against, then that's great because that happens to be the only lead auditor qualification that BRC offers at this time. So if you do the 5-day lead auditor qualification for the food standard, you don't need to do the 3-day or the 2-day courses because this qualification, this standard is already included in your training. So you would by default already be trained to the latest version of the food standard. All right, I hope that makes sense. Unfortunately, BRC doesn't offer lead auditor qualifications for any of their other standards. So if you're wanting to become a lead auditor for the packaging standard, for example, you would have to do the BRC food lead auditor course. And in this course, you can see here the focus is the standard. All right, for 3 of those 5 days, you're primarily going to be focusing on the standard, the clause requirements and the protocol requirements of the standard. And then 2 of those days are focused on the how to audit, as in the best practice methodology of how to conduct an audit. All right, but the main focus is the standard. Okay, moving on. If you are not looking to become a third-party auditor, perhaps you want to do first or second party auditing, then these are the 2 courses that would best suit you. The BRC Internal Auditor course is a 2-day course, and the STC Level 3 Auditing and Inspection course is a 1-day course. They are both fantastic courses. Our STC Level 3 course covers all the GFSI requirements, so you can be sure that you would be up to date on the best methodologies of conducting audits. And you can see that's exactly what we're saying here. The focus is on the framework or the methodology of how to audit. Both of these courses in green here, qualifying you for first and second party auditing, both of these methodologies are applicable to any standard, not only BRC standards, literally any standard. Any business needing to conduct internal audits or audit their suppliers can be qualified on how to be a good auditor through either of these courses. All right, so they are not at all standard specific, though they do cover the BRC requirements for auditing. Okay, so we make sure that you include conformity as well as non-conformity. We talk about report writing. We talk about how to deal with difficult auditees or how to manage the audit process well, how to deal with non-conformities. We talk about all the GFSI requirements, but it's not specifically focusing on one standard or another standard. So if you really want to get to know the standard, then attend one of the courses related to the standards. It could be an auditor course, or it could be a course designed for sites, which I haven't put on this slide here, but we do deliver training so that you can get to know the various BRC standards. If that's what you're looking for, then you want to attend those courses, right? Courses related to your standard. If you want to know how to audit and have an auditing qualification applicable to any standard at all, you want to pick one of these in green here. All right, I hope that that's been very useful for you. But if you do have further questions, don't hesitate to get in touch, and we'll do our best to help you. Thanks for listening.